he just frickin' put the beans to this fish.
Holy fuck! Holy Jesus fucking Christ.
And when she first came up, it was just one of those fish that literally takes your breath away, and you know that this is either the fish of a lifetime or pretty damn close to it. That fish just took off like a torpedo.
No! Oh, fuck!
Fuck.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that fish anymore. Fucking. Like, honestly, I don't even think about it anymore. I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. It's a muskie that got off. God damn it. I mean, honestly, at this point, if I never have to talk about Blacktop again, I'll be happy.
Let's talk about Blacktop. Take us to that exact moment. What emotions were you experiencing?
Do we have to? Ooh, that one still hurts. That one still hurts. It was hooked for far too long. It just felt like when I hooked into that fish, it was like, of course it's gonna happen like that.
I grabbed the net and was just kind of waiting for my moment to net this fish for Dan.
And that thing, I mean, it was ripping line out. I had fly line caught around my reel. I was trying to undo that because it was ripping line out. We're fighting it, comes up to the boat. Bam Bam thinks about netting it, but I knew that thing was too deep and pissed off.
And I knew damn well this was Dan's biggest fish of his life, and I wasn't gonna be the one to lose it for him with the net. So I backed off, played it safe.
And all of a sudden you're tugging on him, and that tug just switches directions 180 degrees and you're tugging that thing out. Because, I mean, she was on for a while. She was pinned. I thought she was pinned. She did all sorts of shit, stayed on. And then she just turned and looked at me, you know, about 15 feet out.
What was going through your mind in the few minutes after Blacktop got off?
Oh man. Well, like if you've been doing this with any duration whatsoever, you're gonna know what it feels like to have a fish on the other end and then suddenly not. And so like, first thing that I thought about was like how that shit feels.
Initially, he let out a little bit of a war cry.
Oh, fuck!
And then having seen the fish multiple times, knowing that it was an absolute beauty, like compound that feeling by 100 or 1,000.
It felt cruel and unusual a little bit. Because at the time, we didn't film anything. Like, we didn't have other muskies on film. We didn't run cameras. There was no reason the GoPro was in the boat. There was no reason the GoPro was turned on. There was no reason that fish should have been on video. And that's the one we got on video. Yay.
What's it like to rewatch it on film?
Super fun, super glad. Especially when you got a homie like Bam Bam who makes, you know, like into like a little edit. Just like sends it to you every time on your birthday. Happy birthday, big guy.
How did it get named Blacktop?
We were listening to a Coulter Wall song called Blacktop when that fish decided to eat. And that is a really great song and a super badass name. So.
And then, I mean, I still think, I hear that goddamn song, Sleeping on the Blacktop, and it used to be a good song, and it's just like,
Why do you think muskies make grown men and women completely lose their minds?
It's because we want an answer. We want it all to be black and white. We want to go out and get that dopamine release, have success, get bent, you know, and know you can't do that with muskies. You can try. Some days you feel like you'd figured it out, and the next day it flips on its head.
Sometimes I forget my own mother's birthday, but I can legit remember the day, who I was fishing with, and where exactly we were fishing when we didn't even catch a muskie, but we saw one. So like, what other fish has that type of power over somebody?
I love it now because we've been doing it long enough to see a beginner come into it, and you just kind of smile and chuckle. Not out of disrespect, but just out of like, man, I wish I could go back and not know how stupid this is.
At a certain point, you're so far down the rabbit hole that you have no choice but to just keep going out there and giving it your all, even on the days you don't want to get out of bed early or it's cold and sideways snow. You just have to push through all that and have the mental fortitude.
Right now in my life, it's different than it was in the past. I got a business that I love. We got people that depend on me. It's hard. We're trying to support a family. I got a 2-year-old daughter at home. I got a wife who's left her career for this. I've got friends who are employed here and, like I said, depend on us. So what is about the big ones that kind of drive you even more nuts?
Because you got to sift through a lot of small to modest to really fun-sized muskies until you finally get a crack at one of the champs.
You just have limited opportunities, and
And then when it does happen, the moment usually only lasts for 45 seconds to a minute.
You also just realize the longer you do it, how few chances you really get. Like, you can literally do the math and be like...
For a lot of us with fly rods and the limited time we do have on the water in our lives, it could be once every 5 years, once every 10 years.
I mean, at this rate, you're gonna have this many more chances. And that can kind of mess with you, especially when you miss one or you don't execute it perfectly. Like, they require the best, but then they can also just like be blind luck.
You're just chasing the dragon. That's what it's all about. You've caught big fish in the past, and that high is short-lived, and you got to keep going. You got to get to the next high. Let's talk about some fish stories here, Daniel. 6 over 40 in 3 days.
You know, it's late, mid-December. We're on a local spot. Yeah, I mean, we don't have expectations, but it's moon. We got moon phases. We got flows and water quality. All the conditions are perfect.
That's a big one, yeah.
In 48 hours, we had 6 fish over 40 inches. And I mean, like, on major, they just clicked, aggressive, pissed off, burning that fly, destroying it in December. When those days happen, not only is it great to catch those fish, but you just feel like books shut, you figured it all out. You know everything there is to know about muskies. You try to recreate that and good fucking luck. It's just, what was the reason that happened? You know, and that's when you just wonder if it's just about how, you just gotta get out there, you get after it. Some days it's those days. And then, you know, some days like Killer Sally. Holy man.
Yeah, Killer Sally. It was me, Dan, and our dog Olive.
Olive's the worst boat dog.
Worst fishing dog ever. We did not think that was gonna be the day.
Good girl.
Oh, that's funny. It's hot out. We're just messing around, free day. Let's go, you know, just basically float down the river. We brought like 1 or 2 rods, almost at the boat, I remember putting the raft in, like, bring the net today, we got a lot of shit in the boat and the dog's here, and like, we're not gonna probably see anything.
We were just kind of like, I don't even know what we were doing, messing around, not even paying attention.
Jen's yapping about something. I think she's like literally yapping about sushi or something like that. Not really paying attention, lays a cast down, and I mean, we're 5 minutes into the float. And oh, that's funny. Strip. All right.
It happened so fast. Like, she came flying out.
And like, first 2 strips, you just see her go, got him. Strip. All right.
I hooked strip set perfectly right in her mouth.
And honestly, because of the day, you're just like, I'm pretty sure I'm just like, oh, a bass, a pike, what do you got?
Immediately, Dan didn't realize how big of a fish it was, and she jumped.
Come on. Oh, Jen. Rod tip bent, rod tip. And that thing just comes across the boat, right into view.
Full jump tail walk like you don't typically see.
And it just is this giant musky tail walking. And I just, oh my God. Come on. Oh, Jen. Rod tip bent, rod tip up. Oh my God. You're all right, you're all right.
And that was the first moment that I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is a really good fish.
Jen's hooked up with her PB and it's just going nuts. And it's just like,
there was no way she was coming out. And thank God, because she was crazy.
Bring him up. Nope, you gotta bring him up. Pull him up. Now he's going under.
I'm rowing and the dog's sitting in between my legs. Olive goes crazy. Now I got 2 oars, we're going down a fast seam. I got a crazy dog in my lap, and I got to figure out how to net this fish that she's got hooked up on a 10 weight.
Switch around, there you go, strip. Easy. Up again. There, you're right. Nope, I can't do it. Go around, go down and around.
And she fought like hell. Like, took us down the river, went under the raft, back and forth.
And boats spinning around, we're flying down river, dogs coming up and down. It was just chaos.
Bring him to me. Lift your rod. Pull it in.
But yeah, we landed that fish. It was amazing. It was on a single Buford with a dragon tail, black and yellow, and it was fantastic.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Grab the dog.
My legs are literally.
Jen, I didn't want to freak out, but that's a giant.
We're good. Good thing I didn't switch my goddamn fly.
Oh my God, that's a giant, Jen.
Well, Killer Sally got her name. One night we thought it'd be so funny to watch that Killer Sally documentary, which is like a weightlifter. I think she's like a bodybuilder who killed her husband, and then it became Killer Sally because it was just so funny.
And again, you know, why that day? No idea. Been back, same time, same conditions, nothing. What was it? You have no idea, but we were there. Why use fly rods for muskies, given how difficult it is? Classic. I think we heard this like 3 times this season,
Why not?
a few times last season.
I love the challenge of it.
I don't need to make muskies any harder.
And I've caught plenty of muskies on gear, trolling, bait casting.
It's all hard. It's just which hard do you want? You want your thumbs and fingers and hands to hurt from reeling and gripping and ripping rubber?
I have to use my body more to actually hunt them.
Or do you want your shoulder to hurt from whipping a fly rod around?
I felt like musky fly fishing. I have a heavy background in like trout fly fishing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's times where we can't keep up. Wind, big water, but
And so I worked my way up through the gateway fish, smallmouth bass, northern pike, but I kept yearning for a bigger and bigger fish, and for me, that was the muskie.
The way we're doing things now,
I have to be a lot closer range to these fish.
I think we can cast it farther, we can cast bigger flies farther, less false casts, stiffer rods for better figure eights, better boats.
This is blue collar shit that we're doing, and it's very humbling.
We also find that the days that it's hard for them are the days it might be good for us, vice versa. Gear versus fly. But yeah, I mean, they're also probably right. Why? I don't know. There's something wrong with us, clearly.
It's the ultimate challenge with the fly rod. I love it. Chasing them is one thing. Why did you feel like you had to film it all?
I struggle with that one. I don't know what Josh is gonna say.
It's my fucking job.
You know, I don't know what other folks are gonna say. I don't know what folks are gonna say when they watch this.
There's gonna be a lot of haters out there.
I don't know if I care, but I definitely struggle with it.
And I don't even know what the fucking point of all of this is.
Can you really justify that this is better for the fish, the fisheries, the future of the fish? Or are you making it worse?
Like, what is the fucking point? Why are you still watching this movie right now?
Are you, showing people spots that you spent tons of time trying to figure out, and they're just gonna go in there and, But I think
it's a badass opportunity.
If these places remain to get slowly more and more forgotten, if these fish remain to be slowly more forgotten, then they're gone. Are they at risk of being gone right now? No, but you fast forward, especially with recent developments, the DNR, all sorts of things. You've seen what happens in Wisconsin or Minnesota, walleye anglers at the snap of a finger, castrating muskies. I think that's why we film.
And on behalf of everybody in the muskie community, I'm not gonna let you down.
Send it!
I love that inspirational stuff, and I don't know if I see a lot of that out there these days. I think it's a lot of people that care about the destination, not the journey.
The last thing I ever want people to think of me or any of our friends or anybody that you see on the internet is they're a legend and they're a god.
And they want that hero shot. And this isn't even just muskies, this is everything. They want that. They're doing it for the wrong reasons.
None of us are gods, none of us are legends.
And I don't know why think it matters for me to judge why other people do it, because they're probably looking at us like, you guys are the biggest idiots.
We're just out there doing redneck shit, and we're probably dumb, so we gotta be tough.
Someone a long time ago told me, like, if you're unhappy with the way things are, then you better be able to do it yourself. Like, do it better then, or do it. Try. Put yourself out there.
What made you think this whole mission was a good idea?
We had no idea what we were getting into. We knew what we wanted. We wouldn't be doing this if Blacktop gets caught, let's be honest. Let's just start there. We're good. Not that we're done, but like we're not on this madness of a quest, if you want to call it that. Josh wasn't full-time yet, so it was really this whole like, prove it to ourselves that we could go do this. Brand new lake, different style fishing, never been there, one day, running cameras, just the two of us. What do we got? On the way. This is where optimism is at an all-time high.
And action.
Good morning, everybody. We got a little one-day adventure here. Bam Bam and Dan. We haven't been out in far too long. Early September. We're on a lake that neither of us have really been on, and we got one day to put something together. Stay tuned on what we find. Not a giant, but a North Wisconsin beauty. Probably low 30s. Nothing crazy, but a pretty one nonetheless. Kind of got a little weird eye going on. Oh, that's here, girl. Clamp down good on the net. There you go. Look at that. Just a good Wisconsin fish. Makes this boat smell real good. So fucking stacked. Yes. Dude, so many, first one in the boat.
First one in the boat.
You and me haven't fished in forever.
I'm so fucking
Filming.
jazzed for you, dude. Well, there you go. We just got
Should we
ourselves.
see what we got on this?
Sure, if you want.
We just got ourselves a little shit.
Dude.
Our job's done. 10:30.
10:30. The footage is gonna be fucking pretty rad, I think.
And yeah, it was just like a 38-inch fish, but I think that one felt sweet, man. But yeah, it meant a lot. What it turned out to be a classic Dan and Bam Bam adventure. You know, falling forwards into a muskie. Kind of, depends how you look at it. It's either part of the reason we're here right now doing more stupid shit, but it egged us on.
We can do this. This is actually not as hard as people make it out to be.
Just go whoop some ass. Go out there and just stack up big muskies on the fly. Reality struck.
We quickly learned it is insanely hard.
We experienced lower lows than we thought.
Sometimes you don't catch fish.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.